How's it going, geometry guys and gals? Today we are looking at 7:1 ratios and proportions. I guess first things first, let's learn what a ratio is. Okay, a ratio is a a comparison That's not easy. How does I get here? Get out of here. It's a comparison of two like numbers. Okay? Might as well write it out. Okay. For example, a bonsai tree is 18 inches wide and it stands 2 feet tall. What is the ratio of width of the bonsai to its height? Now, first things first, this is in inches, this is in feet. So I'm going to do a quick conversion. How many inches in a foot? Well, there's 12. So 2 feet equals 24 inches. Okay? So let's change this to 24 inches tall. So now if there's multiple ways I can write this ratio, I can either do it 18 over 24, which if I reduce this, if you guys remember from a long time ago, that's 3/4. I can also write as 18 to 24, which you can reduce these as well, 3:4 ratio. If you're in biology, you've seen this before. We do genetic stuff. Okay, that's all there is to it. You have to make sure the units are the same though. Okay? Okay, oops. Different lesson. This is going to look a little bit different because, well, just the way it is. Because someone forgot their flash drive. Okay. What is the measure, or the measure of the two supplementary angles are 1 to 4. Okay. What are the measures of the angles? Okay, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So we have supplementary angles, which means they add up to 180, right? Because I compliment my wife to make things right. I supplement my wife to make a straight line. I don't know. Who knows this stuff? These are actually very simple set because you have your supplementary angles, 4:1 ratio. You just throw x's in there. So 1x plus 4x equals 180 degrees. So 5x equals 180. So x is going to be equal 20, what was it, 20, 36, right? So now we take this 36. So this one's going to be 36 degrees. And this guy is going to be 4 times 36, which is 144 degrees. Okay? So that's all there was to it. We pretty much throw an x in there, add them together, set equal to 180. Okay? Okay. The lengths of sides of a triangle are an extended ratio of 3, 5, 6. The perimeter's 98 inches. What's the length of the longest side? So we have a triangle with 3, 5 to 6 ratio. So this could be a possibility, but we know the perimeter is 96. Remember, perimeter's distance around. So when we add them all up, we're going to get 98. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add x's in here. Not add, but multiplying. So 3x plus 5x plus 6x equals 98, right? Okay, so we get 14x equals 98. So x equals So x equals 7. So I go in over here, and I'll plug it in, because I'm looking for just my longest side. 6 times 7 is 42. And therein lies my answer. Okay. Let's scroll this down. Okay. So when you're looking at a proportion, that's when you set two ratios equal to each other. Okay? Or when two ratios are equal, they make proportions. Now, when you have two proportions, the first and last number are your extremes. So like here, your 2 and 6. They're extreme. They aren't that extreme, but that's what they're called. And now, those guys are extreme, but the guys in the middle are mean. Okay? Right? Because these guys are extreme. They're living on the edge. These guys are mean. They have to stay sheltered. Extreme. Mean. I gotta write that down. Extreme. Mean. Mean middle. Extreme ends. Got it? Get it? Good. Get it? Got it? Good. There you go. So in a proportion, the product of the extremes equals the product of the means. AKA 5A over B equals C over D. It's actually like drawing a heart. That means AD equals BC. Okay? Cross multiplying. Again, you're drawing a heart. Valentine's Day is right around the corner too, right? Perfect. Let's solve this beast. So let's find the solution of each proportion. So I draw my heart. So I get 2A equals a 9 times 14. Okay. So let's see. So 126 equals 2A. Divide both sides by 2. And what do we get? 63 equals A. Okay. Okay, let's try this beast over here. Draw my heart. 3 times... Why am I using X, you silly goose? 3 times m plus 1. Make sure you put that in parentheses. That 3 has to distribute through. Equals 15m. Okay, so that's 3m plus 3. Subtract 3m from both sides. So you get 12m equals 3. So m equals 3/12, which is 1/4. Okay? Okay. Let's talk about some properties next, guys. Okay. These cannot equal 0 because you can't divide by 0. Right. Right. Okay. First property. These are going to be examples over here. A over B equals C over D. Then B over A equals D over C. What that means... Wow, way to draw a straight line there, buddy. If 1/2 equals 2/4, which it does, then 2 over 1 equals 4 over 2. You can flip them around. If you flip one, you can flip the other. Okay? Okay, this one says, if A over B equals C over D, then A over C equals B over D. What? That means if I have 1 over 2 equals 3 over 6, right? Then I can switch these two numbers. Okay? Then 1 over 3 equals 2 over 6. And that works. They're both a third. Okay? And last but not least, if A over B equals C over D, then you can pretty much add whatever your denominator is to both sides. For example, if 1 over 2 equals 2 over 4, right? Then 1 plus 2 over 2 equals 2 plus 4 over 4. See how you add your denominator to both sides? And here you get 3 over 2, you get 6 over 4. They're both 3/2. Okay? Okay, we're almost done. Let's do some math. Math. Okay. So we're going to use proportion x over 6 equals y over 7. And we need to complete the equivalent proportion and justify our answer, right? So we have 6 over x equals, well, do you see that they flipped the x and 6 around? So that means, what do we have to do with the y over 7? We have to flip those around. So that's 7 over y. Okay, justify. That was, what, rule 1 from before. Okay. Next one. They took our y over 7 and they added 7 to it. So that means we're going to take our x over 6 and we're going to add whatever the denominator is. Okay, and that was rule 1. Okay. Okay. So, part C. Explain why 6 over x minus 6 equals 7 over y minus 7 is an equivalent proportion to x over 6 equals y over 7. Okay. Here's why. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip this one, right? Because we're allowed to do that. That was rule 1. Okay. Rule 2 says I can add my denominator to both sides. Means I can add 6. And over here I can add 7. Okay. These cancel, these cancel. X over 6 equals y over 7. And we got where we need to go. Okay? Alright. That's all we got, guys. Enjoy!